What's going on, YouTube? Um, Figured I'd make an everyday carry video. You know, videos you've seen hundreds of times. I'd figure I'd just post mine just because. Just because. Um, Before we get started, I'd like to say, well, actually, before anything, there's a firearm. Safety check. New magazine. No brass, no ammo. Anyway, as I was saying, purpose of an everyday carry system isn't to one, it's not to look cool, even though sometimes it does look cool, but sort of just to carry a collection of items that it's better to have when you don't need them than to not have when you do need them. So, like, you see a bunch of the guys that they'll carry around like these like paracord bracelets or lanyards or whatever. Granted, they look cool and all, which I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But granted, they look cool. But who knows? Maybe one day you'll go out with your buddies into the woods, or if you live in the mountains or something, you go up in the mountains for a hike or whatever, and say something happens, and you need that to anchor something down. Who knows? Maybe you could carry something for, I don't know. So you could carry around a firearm for 15 or 20 years, never ever have to use it, and then one day, who knows? Maybe something happens one day and you're put in a situation where you have to use one of your items on your everyday carry list. God forbid that happen, but it can happen. That's the whole point of everyday carry system. You never know when or if you'll have to use it, but it's better to have it and better be prepared. With that said, let's get started. First item is my wallet. This is a The Wallet Junior. It's by Spec Ops THE Wallet Junior. It really is called The Wallet. This is it's one of them super cool high speed wallets that you've seen them on almost any Gearheads channel has had a review on these. But they are very, very functional wallets. These are excellent. It's not entirely waterproof, but it's water resistant. Excuse me. Has two windows, one on the outside and one on the inside, and it has a number of like credit card slots in there, and then it has two full size like dollar bill compartments, like where you normally put money. One of them is enclosed with a zipper. This is an excellent little wallet. This isn't Velcro, by the way. I'd open it, but I only have one hand free right now because I need a better recording system. But it's what they call shark bite. Sort of like, I'm not sure what they have in there. It's like really stiff plastic in there. It just folds under each other, but it like doesn't come apart at all. I recommend getting one of these. About $20 or so on Amazon. Great little wallets. They come in different colors. Like there's a coyote brown. There's a multicam, black of course. I think there's a ACU digital one too. Which I don't know why you'd get that. It's ugly as shit, but recommend that. Great little wallet. Next, this is the Smith & Wesson. It's like what they call a tactical pen. The pen part is actually up here. This is made out of aircraft aluminum. Pen's up here. This is actually like a self-defense tool you can use. Which, if you have to resort to a pen, that means either that failed or whatever other system you have. But again, if that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. This is a great little pen. It truly is. I wish my camera would focus. There we go. Great little pen. It takes pen refills and all that good stuff. But it's really nice. I use this at the bank yesterday, someone commented on it, said, "Oh, that's a really nice little pen. Where'd you get that?" The internet. The internet's full of nice little things. But I usually wear a vest when every day, and this goes right inside one of my pockets. It's really handy. Love this pen. It's excellent. And every gentleman should have a pen. Huh. Just kidding. Yeah, moving on. Keys. Have a little. The only thing that's really of any use besides house key and truck key is this paracord lanyard thing, which is not really much use besides looking cool. And if it came to the point where I needed to unravel it, what I meant earlier when I said I would get to this about it looking cool. Really hope people don't start hating me. But don't let anyone try and lie and say paracord bracelets, lanyards, and all that stuff. Don't let any of them try and lie and say it's not a fashion statement. Yes, it is. It within the gun community, gearhead community, whatever, all the people, all that stuff like that. Let's be honest with ourselves and say this is a fashion statement. Although it can be a useful fashion statement, nonetheless, still a fashion statement. But I'll admit, I think it looks cool. That's the main reason I put it on here. I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, granted, when it wasn't all dirty and nasty, but that's why most of us get them. They just look cool. They really do. It's not hard to admit. Huh. But this one is the where did I get this? I think I got it from. Oh no, that's not it. I don't know. I got it this maybe a year and a half ago. It's it's black. This was like a really bright, like that zombie green you saw maybe last summer or summer before, I can't remember. This is for basically like zombie awareness, sort of like a little, just a little a funny, like a spoof thing. I thought it was pretty cool. That's why I got it. Nothing else really of useful importance on here. That's that. Chapstick. It's just chapstick. No big deal. Timepiece. Because you never know, your phone could die, whatever. You could be somewhere, yada yada yada. But I'd really be a bitch if your watch battery died too. This is from an infantry company. I've never really heard of these watches until I was on eBay, and I was looking for G-Shocks. Couldn't find any that I could really afford because at the time I was pretty broke. So I got on the internet and looked for other options besides G-Shocks, like what people compare watches, what other people compare to G-Shocks, I should say. Man, I'm all tongue-tied today. This is one of them I saw, and this was only like $14. And at first I thought, well, if it's cheap, it's got to be like just a piece of junk. And I was looking up reviews on it. Like, well, I usually look up reviews on everything before I buy it. Like, I looked up reviews for that, for Christ's sake. But I looked up reviews on it, watched videos on people just talking about them. These are actually really cool watches, and I would almost venture to say that this watch is comparable to the G-Shock. It's not as resistant to some things like the G-Shock, I think the only thing that really is its downfall is that this is it's a glass face. Well, you know what I'm talking about right here. It's glass, whereas the G-Shock is some sort of plastic or whatever it is. I think that's the only thing on here that could be fragile ever. Which, I mean, I wear this to work every day. I work in a welding shop, so you know, and it holds up to that just fine. But this is all like some sort of metal. I don't know. It feels super solid, all that good stuff. Very well built. There you go. Here's the back. Infiltrator. That's the model, by the way. The Infiltrator. It's by Infantry. I definitely recommend this this watch. It's really nice. Really like it. Definitely recommend that. Oh, by the way, when you buy these, they all have like the black background, but like the numbers and the second, like the ticks and all that stuff, and like the hands, you can choose. Like I think there's yellow. There's a yellow option. There's green. There's like a dark gray for that super stealth look. I guess there's red. Tons of options. By the way, there's other options by infantry that are really nice. Like there are more what you would call high end. I don't know, but I like this. This is sort of one of their base models, which is still, for a base model, this is really nice. I recommend this watch. Next two things I'm going to sort of talk about together, because in a sense they go together, which is my Spyderco and my Zippo. Not saying the companies go together, but you'll see what I'm getting in a minute. There's an old saying that says the first advantages humans had over animals was the ability to utilize a blade and flame. And that really makes a lot of sense, because can you imagine way back, like when there was really no such thing as weapons? Like, I'm talking long time, like caveman shit. It's hard to imagine people surviving without fire, let alone a blade to protect themselves, or, you know, all that stuff that we know that blades do. But kind of hard to imagine, and it really puts into perspective that everyone's everyday carry should have at least these two items. Like, these should be the base of everybody's carry system, is fire and a blade. At least every survivalist should have this. I'm not a survivalist. I wouldn't say that, at least, or any of that stuff, but someone who is all about survival gear, some sort of fire should be a part of their everyday carry system. Anyway, I digress. This is my my Zippo. I put it in this little holster thingy because I hate when things are just jumbled in my pockets. It's irritating to me. Hate when I go to reach my pocket, there's a million things in there I gotta fish around. So I just got that. It's really handy. Just a regular Zippo. Which, I don't know how people just wouldn't carry a Zippo just for the cool factor. I mean, just... Oops. The sound Zippos make, and how it... Just for the cool factor of a Zippo is unholy. Huh. Why would you not carry a Zippo? Anyway, this knife, I can't say enough about. This is the Spyderco Endura. It has the wave opening feature. I can't say enough about this. I've had this knife maybe 6 or 7 years, since I was, I don't know, maybe 17. But excellent knife. Super sharp. It comes super sharp. It stays sharp for a long time. I've only sharpened this thing maybe twice, and it's always been sharp enough to shave hair off my hand. But whenever, like, my buddies, like a couple of my buddies, they like to carry knives, you know, whatever. They're country guys, but they always have like that stuff from Walmart, like the black and orange Bear Grylls knives, or they'll get like a Gerber knife, or just, you know, the stuff you get at Walmart. Which, if your knives are from Walmart or any of those knives, I'm not trying to knock you or anything. That's no big deal. I mean, carry on, do your thing. Well, whenever they ask me, they'll ask me like, "Hey, you know, I have a few extra bucks. What suggest some higher end, nicer knives to get?" I was like, "Well, I always recommend this. This is the first one I always recommend." And they've messed with it. I let them carry it, try it out with this thing and everything. And you know, they knew I would recommend this knife first. But I know one of them doesn't like it because if you look at it, like the handle's like blue. It's two pieces of like super cool plastic. But he doesn't really like how that looks. He thinks it looks cheap. He said it looks like a toy almost, which it kind of does. But there's always other knives out there. I mean, there's Kershaw, there's Benchmade. Kershaw is actually a really good option if you're on a budget. Kershaw's not a bad option. But like, there's Benchmades out there. I know the Griptilian is ridiculously expensive, but it's a super nice knife from what I've seen on YouTube. It's a nice knife. Get what you pay for, I guess. But this thing, I think, oh, I got it. See, I didn't know about eBay when I was 17. I was retard. I always ordered from manufacturers, or I would just go to stores that happen to have them. This was at a store in Fort Wayne many years ago called The Grindstone. And this guy would sell knives by what the, I think he would take like 5% off the MSRP. So I think when this came out, it was $120 something and some change. And I paid like, I don't know, like $110, $115. Now that I see them on eBay, now that they're getting a little bit more rare, they're going for like $60, $65, $70. So I sort of kicked myself in the shins for that, but I love this knife. It's a great little knife. Lastly, there's the, again, in case little elf ran by and loaded this thing. Well, I wasn't looking. Safe to check one more time. No mag, no brass, no ammo. We're good to go. This line of firearms is just so impressive to me. Smith & Wesson M&P line, I know most of you have heard of these. They extremely, extremely well-built knives. Like, if the Glock was the iPhone, this is the Samsung Galaxy phones. That's sort of a good way to describe it. I mean, this is the one of the many firearm lines that are coming towards Glock to try to take their spot as top dog or whatever. But I love this. I love this gun. I love this whole line. I have the full size as well. Carried the full size for a little under a year. Kind of got sick of carrying guns so big, so I wanted something smaller. Got the compact. And I have an Instagram too, and there's some people on there that ask me, well, why'd you choose a compact when you could have gotten the Shield? One, the Shield is very hard to come by in my neck of the woods. It's pretty rare. But two, I've handled a couple Shields before, like at gun shops. Like, I rented one day just to see how they shoot. But it was way before I got this too. But I think this sort of just, I don't know if it's because I'm just used to double stacked, like how the double stack magazine, it just makes everything a bit more robust, like thicker. I don't know if it's just I'm used to that or whatever, but it just, this feels way more solid. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it feels like it can go through more. Not knocking the Shield. I mean, granted, if I find a Shield that's not ridiculously priced like they are on Arms List, I'm going after it for sure. But this is what I love this thing. Another thing that I got this over the Shield was, at the time, the AEK parts, like the trigger or all the internals, none of them fit the Shield at the time. I think now they've developed parts that do fit the Shield, but at the time they didn't. And this, they fit this. Like this, I got the trigger, and I have all the crap in there. Carry a 10-round magazine with Hydroshocks, and the holster I carry that in is an armadillo concealment inside the waistband holster. I don't remember the model name for this, and I apologize for that. Probably should have looked it up. But it's basically just one piece of Kydex wrapped around and then riveted together. Well, not really rivets, but screwed together on this side. Your anchoring point is a leather strap that goes around your belt. Love this holster. This thing's very comfortable, very simple, and very functional. I think that's sort of the whole point of an everyday carry system, is functionality. But great holster. I have nothing but good things to say about this. This company, Armadillo Concealment. If you're looking for a holster, I definitely recommend going to them. But anyway, that's sort of my take on an everyday carry system. It's sort of what I have every day. that's pretty much it. I'll be making more videos soon. I know it's a new channel, I'm just getting started, so bear with me. Still sort of a new jack when it comes to that. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Safety Off 2 Alpha signing out.